have to dip down like. A fading thing. It's literally just like. Welcome back to the studio. We're in the midst of an epic project. I'm SLEW. We're in the studio. I just finished the frame of this giant painting you've seen. It took 2 full days, a lot of work, and this part of the painting is very important, but it's not the focal point. And so it's an important accessory, and I just wanted to really do it improvised. I went straight to the canvas and making little stencils and stuff, you know, the shapes of the edges and the lines that kind of came to me in the moment, and that's really fun to me. But now we're moving on to the character, the Moon Queen as I call her. And this has been in the works for about 3 months, and life happens, the coronavirus, but I've been thinking and juicing these ideas for a while, and finally I designed it digitally. And for me, the process of digital painting, I use an iPad, I use Procreate, and kind of the timeline is 80% of that, you know, start is just manufacturing and designing the character, the framework, the outline, you know, the shapes of the face, the features of the face. What does the kind of character represent? What's the narrative behind it? I had this Moon Queen idea, Queen of a Moon, so I wanted to be kind of alienish, still have human features. I wanted her to be very royal looking and stoic, so she has this cool crown and necklace, and there's a lot of jewelry, but I think the design of the jewelry is quite unified with that narrative of a Moon Queen. And so all these things, it takes so long, and so it's just moving things here and there, and step 2 is really just the color and shading, and that's takes a while also. But on digital iPad and whatever Photoshop, it's extremely forgiving and awesome because you can move everything around, you can change the colors, the values, and so you can really have a million iterations and change things around to see what you want to finally arrive at something you really like. And so it's interesting again to kind of lay out this process, which is, for me, other people may have different things, but for me it's like so long is spent before even touching the canvas of being really creative and being inspired and thinking about all these things and kind of doing iterations and fumbling around till you arrive at something super creative, rawness, if you could say. And then now actually putting on the painting, it's just executing and elbow grease. You're mixing paint, you're making all these things work, and you just put in the time to put it onto the canvas. So it's like not very creative, just hard work, time, and holding yourself to the highest standard, where over here is you can mess up, you can be experimental, and it's just juicy creativity. So I thought that's interesting. That's how I kind of work and how I've done a lot of these characters, but we're all ready and it's time for hard work. We're doing great. I mixed 3 blues, as you saw, really awesome, delicious blues. I'm sticking to my digital illustration. I'm attacking the face first. It's the biggest kind of surface area. And so yeah, I'm really following the digital illustration I did. I really laid out and spent time laying out the values and the color. I could veer off from the digital illustration if I wanted to, but then that wouldn't make sense because I spent so much time perfecting it how I wanted it. Now I'm just trying to translate that with paint. And again, the iPad is amazing. I use it every time for projects like these. And I'm not here to try to teach Procreate and digital techniques on the iPad, but the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare, does exactly that. It's an online learning community with thousands of different classes ranging from all different disciplines and creative and entrepreneurial genres. And they're taught by the leading professionals in those disciplines. And whether you're kind of experimenting into a new creative hobby or you're in a career and want to obtain more information, Skillshare's premium membership has thousands of classes ranging from all sorts of levels and ranging different genres, so it really is perfect for every type of person. And so some classes I would recommend that pertain to me and what I do in my life is filmmaking from home, which kind of dives deep into filmmaking on a budget for people who really want to jump into filmmaking, and digital illustration, learning to use Procreate. I've said this before, I can't stress it enough. Procreate on the iPad is invaluable to me and what I do as an artist, and I think everyone should learn to use Procreate. And for less than $10 a month, you know, this is really an amazing resource if you want to dive into new creative avenues. So for the first 1,000 people, click the link in the description. You're gonna get 2 free months of Skillshare. It's an unbelievable deal. I really recommend it for the people who are watching my videos and want to, you know, experiment or dive deeper into creative endeavors. It's a great place. Thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring the video. Look at her, isn't she just gorgeous? We are far from completing this project. The next video I'm gonna upload is gonna be custom gold, silver, and bronze leaf on the frame, on the jewelry. It's gonna be a whole bunch of work, and then also I'm gonna do epoxy resin on the whole canvas. Things I've never done before. I'm pretty nervous, but we got so much more work to do on this epic project. This has been a dream project for the last 3 months, like I said, so I'm splitting it up to 2 videos because I need to spend a really long time on it. Obviously, you saw the work that just went into this, and I feel like there's gonna be twice as much work with the gold leaf and stuff, so it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. Thanks for sticking around. See you in the next video.